So the piano was just tuned yesterday, and when I tell you it is just like Christmas after playing on a piano that's out of tune for a long period of time, I mean, you know. Rachmaninoff in tune. In this video, I'm going to share with you one of the things that I do to help keep my piano in tune for a longer period of time. I'm Krystal Thomas, a classical concert pianist. If you enjoy content like this, please be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so that you're aware of when I post another video. So I live in a state that has all four seasons. We have very, very hot summers, and then we have very cold, freezing, snowy winters. And the piano is not a fan of that at all. It actually hates that. And that's because the piano consists of thousands and thousands of parts. And one of the main parts that it's made of is wood. And wood changes drastically depending on the temperature and humidity. Humidity is the amount of water vapor that is in the air, and we calculate humidity by looking at the relative humidity as a percent. So you take the current amount of water vapor that is presently in the air, and you divide it by the maximum amount of water vapor that is even possible to be in the air at that given time. Multiply it by 100 and you get the percent. Because of the wood and other parts of the piano, we say that the humidity needs to be between about 40% and 50% relative humidity level. If you live in a cold state like I do, then you know that the humidity levels can change drastically. As temperatures go up, the air is capable of holding much more water vapor. And the opposite is true, right? As the temperatures decrease or it gets colder, the air is not able to hold as much water vapor as a warmer temperature. So let's look at a current example. According to weather.com, it is 37 degrees outside with a 48% humidity level, which is great because that's in between the range that we want. So let's look at the equation according to some easy numbers for calculation purposes. If it is 48% relative humidity outside, let's say that outside has a total maximum capacity of 50 grams of water vapor. That would mean that there's currently 24 grams of water vapor in the air outside, right? 24 grams divided by 50 possible total gram capacity, multiply that by 100 and you get 48% relative humidity. However, I can assure you that it is not 37 degrees in my living space right now, right? I like to crank up my thermostat to about 74 degrees Fahrenheit. Let me know what temperature you prefer in your living space, right? Because that's going to affect the relative humidity. And as we stated before, as temperatures get warmer, the space is capable of holding more water vapor. Since it's able to hold more water vapor, let's say that it's capable of holding 100 grams, right? So looking at our equation and our example, if indoors I have 100 grams total, we know that presently there's 24 grams of water vapor in the air. I would have to say 24 grams divided by 100 grams, multiply that by 100, and that's going to give you a 24% relative humidity. So notice outside you had a 48% humidity level, whereas indoors, because I cranked up the temperature to 74 degrees, my humidity level actually dropped to 24% because is capable of holding more water vapor. So it's not at as much of a capacity as the outdoors. Because of all of this fluctuation in humidity levels, the piano's wood is actually going to either shrink or expand depending on the circumstance. And because of all of this movement and shifting, it's going to cause the piano to become out of tune over time. So what is the solution? The first thing is that you might want to invest in a hygrometer. So I have a hygrometer here, and what that does is it measures humidity levels. So I'll check it and see if the humidity in my space is below the range that I need, below the 40 to 50% range. And if you are in a colder environment, of course, you know that you need to do something about it, right? Because it's too dry. Of course, you could take a pot of water and boil it and have the steam help with the space, but that's not the most efficient way. So what I recommend is to invest in a humidifier. So I have a humidifier that's actually about 8 feet away from my piano over there. And what it's doing is it's adding water vapor to the air. You just set it at the setting that you want. I typically set mine to 45%, and it's going to keep adding water vapor until it reaches the level that you need. Let me know in the comments section if you have a humidifier and a hygrometer for your instrument. And also let me know if you want to find out more about those two different devices to help your instrument stay in tune. If you made it this far in the video and you enjoyed it, feel free to like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell so that you're notified when I upload another video. And also feel free to check out my 2 other videos. I have one on how to open up the piano, and I also have another one where I talk about 5 things that I wish I knew when I was starting piano. That one's pretty juicy. See you in the next video.